He outlasted 8 American presidents, and from his tiny Caribbean island has had a major effect on U.S. foreign policy in Latin America for more than 50 years. The announcement marks an end to a remarkable political career that saw Fidel Castro rise through the ranks, lead a revolution, overthrow a government, and maintain a hold on power since 1959. Nowhere in the world did Fidel Castro and his revolution have a greater impact than in Latin America. Throughout the Cold War, he became an inspiration across the continent, as a leader unafraid to stand up to Washington and resist American influence as it tried to gain a strategic global advantage over what it saw as a threat from the Soviet Union. Alongside revolutionaries like Che Guevara, Castro sought not only to resist the U.S., but to spread his brand of socialist revolution across Latin America, inspiring movements in Nicaragua, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. That triggered a fear among the American political elite that he and his followers would provide the Soviets the foothold they needed to tip the Cold War in their favor. Fear of this happening was directly responsible for American backing of military dictatorships throughout the continent, most notably in the regime of Augusto Pinochet in Argentina. Yet the revolutionary fervor never resulted in a new prosperous way of life for most of his countrymen. And as the decades passed, more and more Cubans grew disillusioned with Castro. Many chose to flee in desperation, hoping to escape to the very country he disdained most. However great the opposition to Castro became in later years, across much of Latin America he remains a revered figure, as a man who openly defied the United States, ignored pressure from Washington, and lived to tell the tale. His political legacy in his own country may not be so secure, but across Latin America, a new wave of leaders, in Bolivia and most notably in Venezuela, have picked up his socialist mantle